Hello, today I'm showing the summer 5-item digital swap for 2022 with Rhonda Winstead, Louise Heinzel, and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. So I did all three of the different challenges, and I'm going to film this while the light holds out. So this was from Rhonda Winstead. That's the top of another tag. We weren't to use any paint or coffee while doing the digital, and on the digital, or in our layout, and I decided with Rhonda's to do a collage. So the background are some sea-themed stickers I had in my stash, and I've had those, probably close to 20 years. I've had them for years and years, didn't know what to do with them. So I actually cut some of the stickers, and there's like a little seashell here and some rocks and things. I made this little beach scene. I found that the contrast in the digital was really stark. It was really, really white. So what I did was I used some water on a paintbrush. I went in and just used it to blur the colors from the printer ink in the background. So I did that in the sky. See quite a bit of it here. And I also did it in the water. And you can see it looks sort of like there's water over her feet in a few places. Just very subtle. I did use a little bit of blending ink. It was very difficult to get the white out of the seaweed. So I just used a little bit of ink and dusted that to give it more greeny blue. And that circles, I added 2 circles here under the ribbon. And there's these little tiny dots. I'll bring it up really close, hopefully you can see them, that look like little bubbles on the water. Some little stick-ons I had. I added some cheesecloth as well, just to look like sea foam. And that's what I came up with. The seashells are also in here, but they're all tucked underneath the edges of the original image. So I did use all 5 items. I added circles, and I used water rather than paint, which was kind of interesting. So the next one was Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, and her instructions were add a pop of vibrant color on a tag, add a hand-drawn or painted flower or plant somewhere, and add something dimensional from your stash. My pop of color, I colored the orange in the butterfly this vibrant red, and I used a pit marker for that. I think it was burgundy, so burgundy with orange came out quite reddish. I did the flowers hand painted with watercolor, and then I drew over them with permanent marker. I also added more color to the numbers. I did quite a bit of copper color and orange paint and just blotched it on. Oh, the giraffe is in here. He's just peeking out. And for the texture item, I don't know how well it'll show up. There is a piece of lace for added texture here in behind. Bring that up to the camera so hopefully it'll show. And I added some green fibers just to give it some added color, and I thought it really went with the bright colored flowers. So there's definitely a lot of bright stuff going on in this one. Now, the one for Louise Heinzel, we were to use, create something with the digital, and then add rust. Well, when I added the rust, the whole image just went blah. It was so brown you couldn't even distinguish anything. So I decided rather than drop shadow to add some color. And so these are actually glass beads over paint. and then I put a really thick layer of glue on top and let it dry so it would hold it in place. It's just something I had in my stash for a very long time. I like them, but they're hard to work with, and I glue them on and they come off. So I thought in this tag, the story would be that the little boy either created his own pull toy, so I put these like in a stack on a pull toy, or he found it out in the dad's garage, and he's quite taken with himself because he's playing with his pull toy. So other items I've got in here, there's a piece of the measuring tape here and here. The numbers are in the background. And I've got the boy and the fish. And the other background pieces, there's bits of the other tag piece just showing in different places. We were to have our own handwriting, which is here. So I got all 5 in. Yeah, that one was kind of fun. And then I also on this, just for an added thing, I don't know if you can see it's a bit shiny. On the fish, I put a clear coating on each of the fish with, I just used packing tape. It's very easy to use. You stick it on and then cut out around the fish. So they look a little bit like mounted fish, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so that was my 3 items. It took me quite a while to figure out what to do with this one. But anyway, have a great day and enjoy your summer. Bye.